Anti-Graft Commission (EFCC) arrests 148 Chinese, 40 Filipinos, others in Lagos in major cryptocurrency fraud. Hello viewers and welcome to InfoGist TV. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) has announced the arrest of 792 suspects, including 193 foreign nationals, for their involvement in cryptocurrency, investment fraud and romance scams. The arrests were made on December 10, 2024, following a month-long investigations and surveillance operations at a high-rise building on Oyin, Jolayemi Street in Victoria Island, Lagos. The EFCC's Director of Public Affairs, Wilson Uwujarin, stated that the operation targeted a syndicate of foreign fraudsters who used the building disguised as a financial institution to train Nigerian operatives in scamming victims globally. Among the foreigners detained are 148 Chinese nationals, 40 Filipinos, 2 Kazantas, and individuals from Pakistan and Indonesia. Meanwhile, the suspects were found with an array of high-tech equipment, including 50 SIM cards, which were purchased for criminal use. The operation uncovered the syndicate's strategy of using fake profiles to lure victims, particularly the United States, Canada, and Europe. According to Jaren, the Nigerian accomplices are equally provided with logs that allow them access to foreign communication lines and victims which they chat with on WhatsApp, Instagram, and Telegram. They are also assigned WhatsApp account linked to foreign telephone numbers, especially from Germany and Italy. He explained that their jobs are to engage victims in romantic conversations and fathom business and investment discussions, to trick them to shop on the purported online investment shopping platform called www.yoto.com. For those who show interest, activation fees for an account on the platform starts from $35. Investigations reveal that the criterion for recruiting these young Nigerians is proficiency in the use of computers, especially typing skill. Those who pass the test are given desktop computers and mobile devices and then taken through a 2-week induction on how to personate foreign females in romance, scam chats, and convince victims to invest in their employer's cryptocurrency investment scam. He said, once the Nigerians are able to win the confidence of would-be victims, the foreigners will take over the actual task of defrauding the victims and proceed to block their Nigerian accomplices from the network. This would then leave them in the dark about the transaction. Further explained that Nigerians do not know the owner of the company they work for, as they neither get letters of appointment nor receive payment from a corporate account. He said the investigation revealed that they are paid either in cash or through an individual's account. Further investigations is ongoing to establish the extent of the scam and the accomplices, including the likelihood of any collaborations with organized international fraud cells. The Commission is working closely with its foreign partners in this regard. Items recovered from the suspects include desktop computers, mobile phones, laptop computers, and cars, he said. Ujarin noted that the suspects have made statements while their systems have also been screened. They are currently being held with a valid remand warrant and will be arraigned in court in the coming days. What is, however, clear from this arrest is that the notion that Nigerians are behind the tons of fraud emanating from our country is not correct. Foreigners are taking advantage of our nation's unfortunate reputations as a haven of frauds to establish a foothold here to disguise their atrocious criminal enterprises. But as this operation has shown, there will be no hiding places for criminals in Nigeria, he added. Meanwhile, the activists of these foreigners are blamed on Nigerian youths. People say that Nigerian Yahoo boys are behind social media sextortion surge in the United States. It was reported by Kevin Porrelts. To him, teenagers from Western English-speaking countries are increasingly targeted by financial sextortions attacks conducted by Nigerian-based cybercriminals. The network Cantagion Research Institute has found the majority of these happened on social media platforms like TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, and Wiz. Financial sextortions, the illegal act of adults manipulating minors or other adults into sharing sexually suggestive content online to extort their money, is the most rapidly growing crime targeting children in the United States, Canada, and Australia, a new NCRI report said. In October 2023, the FBI reported a 1,000% increase in financial sextortion incidents in the United States over the past 18 months. This prompted several United States government agencies to launch a national public safety alert on the expulsion and explosion of the threats. Canada and Australia are observing a similar trend, with their domestic law enforcement agency receiving between 200 and 300 complaints per month, respectively. According to the United States National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, social media is the platform of choice for these sextortion schemes to unfold. Specifically, the following 3 apps are the top platforms for sextortion: Instagram, Snapchat, Wiz. Instagram, which does not offer a feature to hide your connections, is the most common vector that sextortion criminals use to target their victims, the NCRI report said. Specifically, nearly all financial sextortion attacks on minors involve the screenshotting of the victim's Instagram followers, following lists, and using those lists as leverage, threatening to send the victims intimate photos to all these accounts, the report said. Snapchat is most frequently utilized to coerce victims into sending a compromising photo once the attacker has gained the trust of its victims. Snapchat is the preferred app by criminals because its designed features provide a false sense of security to the victims that their photos will disappear and not be screenshotted, the NCRI said. The third social media app mostly used for sextortion purposes is Wiz. It's also the fastest rising. This Tinder-like dating platform targeting young teenagers is owned by the French group Vondo. In the Google Play Store and the App Store, dozens of minors have reported that they were coerced into producing self-generated child sexual exploitation material and blackmailed on Wiz, alongside other safety concerns, including a high frequency of complaints that the app is serving pornographic ads to minors, the NCRI's researchers observed. Even though a Voodoo spokesperson told InfoSecurity the company has implemented strict security controls to avoid abusive or illegal behavior on its platform. We have zero tolerance for scams and inappropriate behaviors of any kind on the platform, and we are constantly innovating to ensure Wiz is leading the industry on user safety. We have developed a comprehensive safety economic ecosystem where all written and visual content is moderated, age verification is required, and where user-reported situations are immediately addressed. Now, in Nigerian cyber criminals behind the sword, almost all these sextortion activities comes from Nigerian-based cyber criminals known as Yahoo boys. NCRI reported the typical approach is to bomb high schools, youth sports teams, and universities with fake accounts using advanced social engineering tactics to coerce their victims into a compromising situation. Although they are not necessarily part of a structured cyber criminal group, Yahoo boys did not start sharing their knowledge with each other. For example, NCRI has found that they are now widely sharing sextortion scripts and instructional videos on TikTok, YouTube, Scribd, encouraging other criminals to partake in sextortions.